mention that before you take all of the dough off of the hook, after you've stopped your mixer from running, unplug the mixer before you touch the dough mixer, okay? Safety first. Okay, so then once you've got all of your dough off of the hook, just wanted to give you a little look at my dough here. Okay, first I'm going to prepare the place that it's going to go. And what I do is I put it in the microwave to rise, okay? So the first thing that I do is I get a cup of water and I put it in the microwave. And I zap it, I turn it on for a minute on high, and I heat the water and it heats the microwave and kind of gets a little bit warm, I guess. And at least it heats the water because I'm going to put the dough in there with the water, and then the water will be warm and it'll help it rise. So that's the first thing I do. Put a cup of water in the microwave to let it get all warm. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I take my big bowl here and I have a paper towel with some shortening on it, and I'm going to just take the shortening and get it all around the bowl. Now just do that. Bottom, sides. There. Cool. Alright, then you take your dough. Of course, I already showed it to you. And we're going to put it into this big bowl here. I'm going to scoot some stuff over. Get it closer. And I'm kind of grabbing it as I turn the bowl. And a lot of it's going to stick in there, but you just got to pull it out. Okay, so I pulled that out, and then I have a little bit more in the bowl that I need to get out. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time to get that out. And what I'm doing here, I'm just pulling it down, and it's coming away pretty easily. Just want to show you that. And the last little bit of it in here. Okay. So now you've got your dough in the bowl, and just a moment please, I need to set my timer because I don't want to go over 15 minutes, so I'm going to set it for, I've been talking for a couple minutes now, so I'm going to set that for 10 minutes, turn off my microwave. Okay, so I'm going to pat this down because I've greased the bowl, so I'm going to pat that down to kind of get all the shortening onto the dough. And then I'm going to flip it. I just pull it up and I flip it over. And then I punch it down a little bit more. Okay, then the next thing that you do is you get a towel, whatever you want to get. I would suggest one that doesn't have a whole lot of lint. Okay, you get a towel and I've already done this. You run it under some warm water, and then you wring it really, really, really good so there's no more water in it. Okay, and then you open it up and you put it over your bowl and you put it in the microwave. Oh, let me just show you this. I think I showed it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to put in the microwave. Okay. I'm not going to turn on the microwave. I'm just going to put it in there. Okay, and I just put these two sides up. And that's what I have. And I'm going to put it in the warmed microwave right now. And then I'll show you some other stuff that I do while it's rising. Okay, I gotta move the water around a little bit because it's a big bowl. So I shove it all the way to the back. And put the water right there in the corner, the edge. Okay, now that's gonna rise for an hour. I'm going to now set the timer on the microwave for an hour since my other since my other timer is busy timing me. 1 minute, 60 seconds, 60. I don't know how to set this thing. 1 minute, 6 hours, 60 minutes. I think that's good. Okay. Okay, now make sure you have your water and drink it often. Just a second. You need to have water. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do while so I set my timer for an hour, so it's going to rise in the microwave for an hour. So while I'm doing that, I've got time to do some other things that are necessary. So my filling, after I roll out my dough, my filling is going to consist of a 1/4 cup of sugar. I don't know, I don't want to tip it. 1/4 cup of sugar. I use 1½ tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and this is 1 tablespoon of flour. A helpful hint so that the inside of where your roll is doesn't get all gooey and icky. So, tablespoon of flour. So, I'm going to get a spoon because I didn't have one over there. Okay, so I have my sugar. I'll add my cinnamon, my flour, my brown sugar. Okay. And you just mix that up, you know. All right, now I'm going to mix up another one in addition to this one because this one is going to be for the first thing that I roll out. It makes 4 pans of cinnamon rolls. So this is for the first batch that I roll out. I'm going to set it aside. I'm not going to mix it all up right now. Okay. Then I make a second batch of my sugar, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1½ tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and my 1 tablespoon of flour. And still my spoon from over there. Okay, so then you're going to mix this up. And this is going to go on the second thing that you roll out. So that dough you're going to be, after it rises, you're going to be splitting it into 2 parts. Make the one, put the cinnamon sugar on it and the butter and stuff. Oh, which reminds me. Okay, I'm not going to stir that up. That takes too much time right now. Okay, so after you mix up your 2 things of cinnamon sugar, flour, mixture, then what you're going to do is you're going to take approximately 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to get it soft. So you want it to where it's soft enough to spread. You do not want to have a hard time spreading it onto the dough. And so I make up 2 bowls for each batch, just like I made the cinnamon sugar stuff. So you don't have to use all of this though. I think it might take only about 2 tablespoons, which I think this is 2 tablespoons worth right here. When you spread it on, make it really, really thin. And okay, so just get your butter ready, get it soft and ready, because in an hour it's going to be time to put it on your dough. One of the other things that I might do at this point in time is get a pitcher, fill it with warm water, and put it into the compartment over here to the right of my stove, on the shelf with the door in the cupboard, where I'm going to be putting the rolls after they're all rolled up. So you can do that now, or you can do it later. But if you do it later, do it just before you start, because that way it'll be done and then it'll be in there and it'll be ready for, excuse me, when you put the cinnamon rolls in there to rise. The warm water in here is going to help get some warm air going on in there, help it rise more. Let's see. And then at this point, I'm going to down. And then at this point, I also think about what else I could do to prepare. Oh, I know what I can do to prepare. The other thing that I do at this point, just a moment. Get your pans, all right? So, I only have 3 because they sell them 3 in a pack. So, so get your pans and get some shortening on a, get some shortening on a paper towel like I did with the bowl, and just grease your pans. I grease all 3 of these, and then I have an extra 9 cinnamon rolls left after I put them in there. And since I don't have another pan and I don't want to use any other kind of pan, what I do is I freeze the 9 rolls, and I can talk about that later. But okay, so yeah, just get these ready so that they'll be ready when you are. So I think that's it for now, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.